Good evening, Ruth here, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Tonight I'm going to finish doing some more work around the home base, and maybe head over to the Horde base. We've completed the first nighttime trader quest, which was good, and started off on the home base. I want to continue on with that while we still have it fresh in our mind. So I'm going to go finish off that and see how it goes. So let's go. Okay, so we have day 14. It's nearly 4 a.m. in the morning, so sun's just about to come up. This is pretty much where we left off the garage last video, but I have done a little bit of upgrading with some fences just to finish that off. I think this is going to be plenty big enough to store a Jeep. Could potentially put a gyrocopter up here, because you could put the gyrocopter down here and probably take off. But yeah, over here we could have a Jeep, we can have motorbike, we can have mini bike, we can have the push bike over here. All these fences have finished up quite nicely, except for this one over here where the staircase comes in. I don't really like how that finishes off, but it's any way I can really marry the two of them up there, so we'll get into that bit in a sec. But all these other ones are finished in quite nicely. I did find another corner piece here to go in there. Don't really know what I don't like these. The half-height ones aren't too bad because you can just walk over them, but these ones here you got to jump over them, and at 5,000 health each, they're just. I did it to one of them over here with the level 4 iron pickaxe. It took a while to break it out, but I didn't really want it sitting at the top of the staircase here, so it was worth the couple of minutes investment of time. You've seen down here, I did swap the bottom of that pole. It used to be the same as that, but I just thought that it was too chunky to sit there, so I swapped that over for this smaller one here, so I think it looks a little bit nicer. I took out the sidewalk, I think it was called, or boardwalk, and just replaced it with some plate. Half block was going to do plates, but they were a little bit too thin. Nice double wide staircase here with the metal railing. I used half blocks here just to. I didn't get too far out before I started getting the pink block saying it wasn't stable enough, so I had to reinforce here, put the staircase there, and then by about here it was complaining about putting in some more, so I had to reinforce this side. Yeah, so we got a little a walkway area. I don't really know what I'm going to do underneath here. I think I will probably dig it all out, but that's a much later video. The garage I did finish off down the bottom here, upgraded them, upgraded the wall here as well. I got a little ramp so I can get up. Nothing else has changed in here other than the stair, other than the ladder. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this one here. If we get rid of these, I don't really want to dig them out because they are 5,000 health, but maybe later game when we've got an auger, do it a little bit quicker and just replace them with plates, just so that looks a little bit neater. For the theme at the moment, it'll do, but as you get later on, you want to make it look a bit nicer. I did chop out the one over here and the one over here just because I want to put another block in here over beyond me, just to cover that up a little bit. Not that zombies are going to see, but, cosmetics and all that. So yeah, I think this might be the gyrocopter area. I'm not really sure how it will look, whether it's maybe even being on the ground here and using those really narrow wedges that takes 4 blocks long to go up 1 block high. Just so by the time, problem with that is that house over there. Might have to get handy. I think it's only wood. Just take the top level off. Oh, actually, that might be a better idea. This can be the undercover storage of the gyrocopter. And I can take all this out here to be a bit of a runway. And then by the time, so get rid of these in favour of the plates that sit flush with the ground, or just get rid of them altogether. Fastest way to do that would be to take out the N2 on each side and then dig underneath so they all collapse down, and then just fill it in with some more of this crushed sand or just ground. Depends on how I do underneath. We'll work on that later. But then just after here, somewhere about this level here, have the ramp going up. So it's a bit of a long runway. You don't need that much runway to take off, but yeah, just for the cosmetics of it. That also gives a bit more room when you're coming in for landing. You may not land right at the top here. You might land halfway down over here and then coast to a stop over here. Landing a gyrocopter, it's not an exact science. Bit of practice, you can get there, not too bad. Alright, that's enough of that. I do have plenty of food and water. I'm going to shoot down to the mine and start digging that up because I want a bunch of stone to go into the forge. Need to get some cement going so I can upgrade these walls. And I'm going to build a retaining wall. I don't know if I mentioned that in one of the previous videos, but probably from here, straight across here, it'll be a retaining wall, so dig all that out. Put in a staircase, probably in the middle here, going up, and this will just be some kind of garden-ish kind of area. Maybe put in a couple of park benches or something if we can craft them or not. I don't know, we'll have a look, see what we can do. Do have a mushroom seed on me. I've got quite a lot of food at the moment. So I just took all that out, replanted all the seeds. I just used a whole bunch of potatoes and corn. And I'm crafting about 25, but it was more, there you go, 25 meat stew, so food and water shouldn't be an issue. Just the way that food is growing. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, I'm going to go use my pick for a while. Oh, the fog's rolling in. I'm using this gun because it also has a weapon light, so I've got my helmet light on. And then I got the pistol with its light on as well. Just so the video comes out. Don't really know why it's foggy down here, but, you know, reasons. I do have mushrooms somewhere. There we go. I got the one. I had more, but... it's the same thing. Okay. Gone are the days where you would have a whole wall full of mushrooms that you just got bored with punching because you had so many of them. 5 to make 1. That's not a worthwhile investment, but if you do put in the 3rd point for living off the land, then that'll triple the crop. Right, down to the mine. It is 5:30, so probably somewhere around lunchtime, I'll jump back. That's what we're looking at the moment, so I'm anticipating being down 2 or 3 times that much. If I find some metal over here, I'll probably aim into some of that. I may, if I keep it narrow, I won't need to reinforce with poles just yet, but I know we've got lead and iron here, and there was iron over here, so it's actually quite rich with minerals down here. I think I'm going to have to reinforce this whole area at some point very soon, so I'm going to start mining. See you in a couple of hours. Okay, it's now 10:30. I have done a couple of hours mining. I've got 3 full stacks and nearly half a 4th stack. I just kept digging. I've gone 3 across by 3 high, just down on an angle. All the way down to here. We are at elevation +10. Check what the elevation is plus here. Probably going to be like plus 20, 25 or something like that. Plus 30, there you go. So 20 blocks down. I've burnt through a couple of coffees, golden rod and a red tea, and I was just about to repair the tier 4 iron pickaxe a second time. And I broke through and I found an iron vein and some sand, so I shall be digging that up, and that's nitrate as well. Yep, so there's nitrate, and there's iron. So that's enough mining for this episode. I'm going to shoot back up there, chuck all this into the forge. I'll probably convert a stack of it into sand, just because I'm pretty low on sand at the moment. And then go and have a look upstairs and see if we've got any wandering hordes have come to play. Alright, so put that in there. You can hear a zombie upstairs. I'll chuck that on the ground. Turn all that into sand. Pick that back up. Do that. Good. I'll go deal with those. I have a fair amount of clay. Put the brass in there instead. Yeah. Go deal with that zombie. Doesn't sound like a wandering horde, just sounds like one. Nice stamina coming back up. That's more than one zombie there. And I've fallen. Zombie over there. It could actually be a wandering horde. No, just one guy. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing this all the way around. I've had another occasion of this here. I'll show you over here what happened. I think it was last night or the night before. Had a zombie attacking the wall over here. I haven't repaired it yet, but I don't have my hammer to show you. Can't see any damage, but yeah, he was attacking over here. I came up, killed him, hit him once. He didn't die, but he fell down here and he went underneath. And as he stood up, he went into the ground on the left-hand side here. It happened once before, a bit further over here. Must have been about here, because it was the same look along here, but it doesn't show that there. And he was actually down in the underground area. I don't know what happened. He fell down the hole, and the game said, you can't be here in the dirt, and it just pushed him down to the next available block, and it was inside the underground area. So I ran inside. I couldn't find the zombie anywhere. I haven't seen him, so I don't know if he's despawned or what, but yeah, he's not around anymore. And I forgot to get some more wood frames. Yes, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, I'll probably leave it as is. Do a quick inspection and make sure those zombies have busted through while I've been down there. Dug that out earlier. All looks good. We'll check food and water, then I'm going to head over to the Horde base. Eat some food. Because I do a little bit of planning over there with some wooden frames that I want to finish off. I might take them over to leave in the Horde base. Just in case we come to Horde night and I've forgotten to eat or drink. Eat one of those. So yeah, you can see 50 food, 25 health, 20 water, and 20 to max stamina. So meets you really good. I don't need any more water. Okay. I crafted up with a bunch of stone and clay before I went down, so I've got a couple of stacks of cobblestone there. Don't need forged iron there. I don't need iron, nitrate. Take that. I'm going to take half a stack of that because I haven't got the roof on yet. I shall take them. I shall take them. Yes, they're my looting goggles. When I go to do any major kind of looting runs, I'll probably take them with me. +3 bonus doesn't really seem like a great deal. Loot stage 42, so +3. I don't think that's really worthwhile at the moment, so I haven't been dead set on taking it with me. Okay, let's head over to the Horde base. I'll see you, showing you all this. Yeah, I'll see you over there. So, I used up just before I logged off earlier on today. Turn my light back on, sorry. Did a little bit of work here. I wanted to create a bit of a safety wall. So if I'm in here and the zombies have managed to get through, if I've got crates on the other side with loot, I don't want the zombies to be able to shoot through here and damage them. So this is just a shield wall to protect whatever's on the other side here. I've got a roof up there to protect against the vultures. I took out every second one of these holes. I just thought it was a bit much. Realism aspect, you're not going to have concrete wafer thin in the middle between two blocks. So I thought that's plenty wide enough. You can get a good view over there. It lets in enough light. I've started using some half blocks. Anyone who's seen my earlier videos, I have spoken about how much I don't like half blocks. They don't tend to meet up very well, and I didn't want to put a full block wall in here, so I put in the half blocks, and couldn't actually, because the roof was halfway, a half block up there as well. I couldn't join them up. So having a half block coming up here, there was a gap over here, which I've actually left over here to show you. So I couldn't do anything with it. So I couldn't put, you can't fall through it, which is good. You could probably use that in some kind of base design. Instead of putting the bars in, you could stand here and you could shoot down. You could also drop your Molotov cocktails there, so yeah, that's a cool idea. But from the aesthetics of it, it just it didn't gel very well with me, so I thought I'm going to have to pull all these half blocks out and replace them with full blocks. And while I was looking through the shape menu, I stumbled across this. Half block, we'll say an L shape. and I could chuck that in there. Now you can have a half block wall that goes up to a half block ceiling that actually joins. So that's a really cool design. I'm just going to take these out. Probably going to put a half block in there. Tidy that up a bit. I've still got my 2 blocks over here to shoot through. Double layered wall over here. Double layered wall over here. Protection wall over here. Protection from vultures. And still see out and see when a wandering horde's coming by. Come out here. All this is obviously going to be cobblestone. And once I've got the first couple of layers downstairs all in concrete, I'm going to upgrade the roof to concrete. So the vultures will be able to come up here and attack away. They're not going to get through a concrete block roof anytime soon. And because I'll be moving around downstairs, they're going to be moving all over the place. As I was upgrading a couple of the blocks over here, I did notice that there was a hit or 2 damage on a couple of them. Nothing major. But yeah, that's the horde base as it stands. The electric fence I have mentioned in a previous video. I'm probably going to put a little platform just out here at the same height as this runway. Put the electric fences there, and then on the inside of the wall over here, and we'll have a couple of zigzags coming across here. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 electric fences over here and over here. And then hopefully the last one I can zigzag across, covering this door entryway here, so when the zombies are at the door beating on it, they'll also be getting electrocuted. I don't know what kind of room I'm going to have over here, if I can then double it back to cover this door. We might be getting into the danger zone because I'll have to be standing over here myself, and because that's a half block. It's going to have to be in here, and that's not going to work too well. They're 1 block high. I could potentially raise the roof ones 1 block up. So if the electric fence is over here and the other one over here, I could put a plate on top of them. That way you could jump up and take the roof up 1 level. I could jump up onto that and walk over them. But I don't think that's a concern for any time in the near future. I think that would be way off. Just because there's so much they've got to get through before they get to this height. They haven't got to this stage up here yet. So all this has to be upgraded to cobblestone. Which just reminded me, I left my hammer back at the home base. I think they might have got to this level last time. Yes, they did. They got to, I think, the 2nd doorway, and they didn't get up any further. So, yeah, quite a substantial amount of the base to get through. And this time I'm going to have 3 T6 pipe machine guns. So I'll probably have the baseball bat, the shotgun, the rifle. I don't think it's worthwhile in this particular horde base. So I have the bat, the pipe shotgun, the pipe pistol, 3 pipe machine guns, as much ammo as I can carry, and the hammer to repair with a bunch of resources. I don't know if they're even going to get as high as what they did in the next horde night. But we've still got 6 days to go until that happens. I do have 3 blocks in steel. Still don't have a crucible. Day 16, the trader resets. So hopefully, I don't have a crucible at the moment, but hopefully we'll get a crucible soon and we can start crafting some forged steel. Even might be worthwhile buying some forged steel just to put a couple more steel blocks in. I don't know. We'll have to weigh that up because I think it was 10 forged steel upgrade each concrete block. I know one of the traders has got 40 something, so that's 4 blocks that could be upgraded. That could be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll cover this whole corner here. Zombies, this is 10,000 health per block, and then 5,000 health here. And on the other side of this wall is the staircase going up, so they would have to take out this block and that block there, or this block, that block, and then the stairs on the other side of it to get through. So zombies won't be coming through that. They'll definitely go around. So that's the Horde base. Still needs a little bit more concrete upgrading. I want to get the walls upgraded, the ceiling definitely upgraded, the cobblestone, and then the walls up here upgraded to concrete, and the very top as well if I can, just for the vulture protection. So yeah, let me know what you want me to do. Give me your suggestions. Do you want me to continue with the layout that I'm doing, where I'll give you some ideas about what I'm planning to do, go through, do it, whether it's off camera, and then come back in the next video and show you what I've done in regards to, upgrading the wall and digging down in the mine. I think the building stuff like this, I know I enjoy watching it when I'm watching other people, so I'm quite happy to leave that in there if people want to see it. Yeah, when I'm just mucking around and brainstorming some ideas about putting in a runway over here and what the underground is going to look like when I dig out this, and what this is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I might dig all that out, put a staircase or a ladder going up into the ground floor. Don't know. I'm still pretty new at this. More than happy to take suggestions in regards to the format. But I'm going to chop this video off and I'll catch you in a sec. So that's the end of that video. I think I already covered it in the little spiel just before this. So give me some suggestions and ideas about how you want me to format these videos. What I'm doing in regards to the layout in terms of doing things off camera and on camera. Let me know your thoughts, and I think that's about it. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.